most of the time when I'm sitting here at my desk on calls, on Teams and Zoom, that sort of stuff, this is the microphone I use. This is the Samsung Q9X, which is the XLR only version of this mic. There's also the Q9U that includes a USB connection as well. This one though sounds lovely, right? It's rich, it's clear. I mean, I'm doing some processing to this in the Streamer X to brighten up the sound for my voice. It doesn't sound exactly like this out of the box, but it's a nice microphone. It is arguably though a little obtrusive, and honestly I don't mind that in my line of work. I work in podcasting, and having a great big microphone like this on even like client calls and stuff, it's at worst a point of conversation. But I had a thought today. The Streamer X has a bunch of different inputs. You can switch between an XLR input, this cable here, which is connected up to my microphone, or you can use the wireless feature that Rode's building into a bunch of stuff now. It's in the Rodecaster Pro 2. It's in this for their like wireless little microphones you can clip on. But you can also plug in, well, here the iconography is of a headset, right? So a boom style, gaming style, call center style headset. And it would work for that. But you might have noticed I've got a little lav microphone plugged in here. With a push of a button, I can switch to using this microphone rather than the Q9X. Now, to my ears and probably to yours as well, this doesn't sound anywhere like as nice. It's not that rich, present, intimate broadcast sound that you get from a good quality dynamic mic. However, I mean, arguably, it's much less obtrusive. You can argue if that's a good thing or a bad thing, and you could say there's other options here, Chris. Why are you bothering with microphones at all? Just use your laptop mic like a normal person. Or if you want to do it properly, why aren't you like booming in a shotgun mic out of frame with a little sweet spot to pick up your voice from where you want it? My argument answer to both of those is my laptop's mic, although decent on this 16-inch MacBook Pro, is nowhere near good enough for me. This is better. Even this is better, never mind the big mic. And even for me, the idea of like setting up boom arms and shotgun mics is a little overkill. Come back to me in a couple of years' time when I've gone, the only way to do this really is to use a shotgun mic. But for now, something like this gives me a good option. Now, two things worth noting here. One that's really nice is, even though it's listed as a headset mic, I was worried that if I was plugging just a mic and not a headset into that connection, I wouldn't be able to hear the output. I worried it would only send the output back out over that connection. But actually, it's not true. And if I pop on the normal headphones I would use for my calls, I mean, again, they don't have to be quite as obtrusive as this. It could be a sort of normal pair of white Apple earpods. I can hear myself, which I really like. I like it for reassuring me that my audio is working. I'm now just used to hearing myself as I talk through headphones because I've been working in audio and podcasting for so long. It now feels weird for me not to. So I like that, regardless of whether I'm using this big microphone here or this little lav microphone, I can still hear in zero latency monitoring what I sound like on the mic. However, there's one thing to be careful of here, and that's that it doesn't like TRS inputs, only likes TRRS inputs, which makes sense if you're an audio geek. All those things mean is it's to do with the number of little rings on the connection, the 3.5mm connection that plugs in. But the reason it makes sense that this one prefers TRRS is that it's got extra capabilities in there for sending the audio back out to headphones. I will note that normally if I'm using this, so this is the Smart Lav Plus from Rode. It's not an especially high, it's a fairly basic lav mic, which is why it sounds the way it does. But if you want to use this microphone with a normal camera, so like with a Sony ZV-E10 that we're recording on now, or indeed the Insta360 X3 that's over my shoulder here, I have to use this. I have to use a little adapter to convert it from TRRS to TRS. And that's because this microphone is designed to be used with an adapter that plugs into your iPhone, which you can then use to monitor yourself in real time as well. So this I like. I like the flexibility that I can stick a lav mic into this box and everything else just works. I like the fact that I can monitor myself through my standard 1/4-inch headphone jack that comes out to these nice Rode NTH100s. But if you want to do this as well, be aware that, at least in my testing, if I do convert this TRRS mic to TRS using this adapter here, I don't get input. So, whether you prefer the unobtrusiveness of the lav mic or the richer, fuller, more present sound of a nice dynamic microphone like this, it's nice to know that the Streamer X has got some options.